Hi everyone, it's the UK Manic Loomer and I'm here today with a nice little simple 4-pin bar design. Now this is from a new designer. This is the very first design that she's done, and people on Instagram will know her as angela.friend.1806, and the bracelet I'll be showing you today is a bracelet she's named Kelsey Bracelet, and I believe it is dedicated to her granddaughter. And I'm just going to show you, just zoom in a bit, there you go. So it is a very narrow bracelet, which is perfect, which you would expect from a 4-pin bar design. And I have tried, well, I have done a rendition of my own. Unfortunately I've misplaced it because I did it a couple of weeks ago now, so we're going to have to do it based on this picture today, if we can keep it in focus or not. So yeah, let's just get on with it and hopefully the camera will start focusing itself in a minute. Okay, so like I said, it's a 4-pin bar design. Hopefully the lighting's okay, it looks a little bit yellow. Okay, so this is the setup. You're going to need approximately, it's 4 pins by 2, so you're going to need at least 3 looms to complete this. It's not a high tension bracelet, but like I say, always brace it up to the best of your abilities and you can't go wrong. We're going to start off with the first pin bar. We're going to go diagonally up to the second pin bar, across to the third, and diagonally down to the fourth. Okay. If you want to go ahead and get that set up now, then we'll start looming. Be right back. Okay, so let's get started to loom. Let me zoom back into here. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a nice little basic border. And if I pull back this picture, if I can get it into focus, there you go. It's the black border running along the edge there, and she's put some lovely beads on her rendition. I'm not going to do any beads or any of these beautiful flowers in the centre there, but they're really simple just to put on, so there's not a problem. You should be able to do beads yourself if you want to. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a closing band on there first, and that's between the second and the third pin. Okay, then we're going to go to the left first, and we're going to just go diagonally down one, and then we're going to go up the first pin. Now she's advised using, when she did her rendition, she did 300 count bands, and she found that a full 2 lengths was too big, and she recommended we shrink it by at least 3. Now I'm not sure what's going to happen with the 600 count bands, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink it by 3 anyway, and see what it turns out like, and I will obviously give you the measurements. You'll see the footnote now underneath, or just before this frame, to let you know whether you should go ahead and do that as well. Right, okay, so I'm going to do one side with you, and then you're just going to go and do the opposite side all by yourself. So these are the dual layer zebra bands that you're seeing, or zebra bands, depending on how you talk, which I do like. I always find it hard to know what to put them with though, so let's cross fingers it's going to turn out well. Right, okay, let me just quickly work this out. Ooh, wobbly table. Okay, so that would be where we'd finish off. So instead of mirroring the front, we're going upwards. So she says 3 short, so that's 1, 2, 3. So she thinks we should stop there. Now I know the 300 bands are a lot tighter than the 600, so I'm going to drop it down 2 more times. So I'm going to stop at the 5th here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just because I know that the the 600 counts are generally a looser finish to what the 300 counts are, so therefore I need to make it a little bit smaller because it will be looser and therefore longer, if that makes any sense. Right, okay, so I've gone all the way up there and I'm going to stop on the 5th from the end. Then I'm going to go in one and I'm going to leave this blank, okay? Then what you need to do next is to come to the beginning, there, go diagonally down to the right, and then just mirror image exactly what I did on the left. So you go ahead and do that, and when you're ready, we'll move on. Alright, so that's the border laid, and this is what it should be looking like. Now, like I said, I've done it 5 short from the end. And what we're going to do next is we're going to do the zigzags, and it is the pink bands that are running along either side here, okay? Exactly what it sounds like, it is just a zigzag. I am going to be using what am I going to use? I'm going to use the pink. She used pink, I'm going to use pink, yeah. Okay, so I believe this is the pink in the Fruity Tutti sweet packs, and I love the Fruity Tutti sweet packs, they're really great. I'm just going to grab some more. Right, I'll pop some more there, lovely. Okay, so as it sounds, we're just going to do a zigzag. So we're going from the 2nd to the 1st, 1st to the 2nd, and repeat all the way till you get to the other side of that border. No rocket science going on there. Okay, and again on the opposite side we're going to go from the 3rd to the 4th, 4th to the 3rd, 3rd to the 4th, and 4th to the 3rd. And repeat all the way to the other side. It sounds really weird going just a 4-pin bar design, because anyone's seen my other tutorials, they're generally sort of 9-pin bar wide designs, not 4. So yeah, it's a little bit weird for me to be doing smaller designs, but that's okay with me. I've got so many 9-pin bar bracelets now, I don't know what to do with them, but it's nice to do some smaller ones. Right, okay, I'm going to continue all the way up to the end, and when you've done the same, press play and we'll move on. Alright, so that's the zigzags put down. Next we're going to be doing a cuff stitch band, so it's just going to go across between the 2nd and 3rd. Now you're going to skip obviously the first pins here and you're going to jump straight to the 2nd, and you're just going to do that all the way up till you get to the other side. Well, that sounds like a chicken joke, doesn't it? Why did the loom band cross the road? If you know, put a comment below. No, I'm joking, I don't really want to see any comments about that. That's just crazy talk. It is late at night, as usual, when I film. And it's also half term here in England, which means I have my kids driving me back crazy, as much as I love them. Why is it that kids can never stay non-bored for more than 5 minutes? Right. Okay, so that's done. There's no need to jump off the camera. Next, what we're going to do, if you need to pause it here for the next part. If not, let's carry on. Next, we're just going to be doing some simple X's, and for this I'm just going to be bringing the Blue Paradise, not Blue Paradise, it's the Fairy Baby Blue Sweets, that's it, the 600 counts here. And I'm just going to go from the 2nd pin bar diagonally up to the 3rd, and then we're going to go to the 3rd pin bar and go directly up to the 4th and make a cross. And that's how we're going to lay the X's all the way up. So it's going to be the 2nd to 3rd first, pushing those bands down as you go, and then the 3rd to the 2nd, okay? And you're just going to take that all the way up. I'm hoping this bracelet's going to have a bit of a light-hearted, girly girl kind of feel to it. I haven't been filming a lot of tutorials, or pretty much any tutorials in the last little while, simply because I keep having colour blocks when it comes to bracelets. So I've moved on to Lumigurumis, and I'm really into that now. And I have got a little piggy Lumigurumi that I came out with, so hopefully I will film my very first Lumigurumi design shortly. But when it comes to bracelets, the colour coordination, the combos and stuff, I get a little bit yeah, blocked, colour blocked, so I haven't done many bracelets recently. So hopefully this will turn out well and make me feel a bit more confident, and I'll be able to build some more. Right, okay, I'm going to get off camera now. I'm going to go all the way to the end. I'm nearly there anyway. What you need to do from this point is just flip your loom around, and then we will get looming. Be right back. Alright, so I'm all done now, and this is how my loom is looking before I turn it around. Now I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to apply 3 cap bands in total. Let's zoom that back in. Alright, so the first one we're going to be applying is going to be on the 1st, and then the second one we're going to be applying is on the 4th. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a, let's see, what am I going to do? Let's see, what? That's a double cap band, and that's a triple cap band. What am I going to do 4? Yeah, okay. I'm going to do 4. So I put 4. So you can also do it 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful, because that obviously cuts the circulation off on your fingers. And apparently it's not going to work very well when it comes to dual layer bands. Alright, let's have a look. How many do I get there? She says. Right, okay. That's only triple. So I'm just going to grab it again. Pull one side with my finger, and that makes another loop. That's 4. That's a bit cack-handed, but I've done it now. Okay, and the next one I'm just going to double it, and I'm going to spread it across the 2nd and the 3rd pin, just like that. Okay, right, let's get looming. So what we got first of all is these X's, but we're not going to loom them back to themselves. What we're going to do is we're just going to loom it forward. So the one I find best to do is get the bottom band. This is the band going from the 3rd to the 2nd, and we're just going to bring that forward. Now you can either alternate, or you can just go up. So I'm just going to go up and just keep going. And then I'll stop here. And then I'll come back here side and bring, oh, sorry, hand in the way. Right, bring that forward, then the 2nd pin forward, and so forth and so forth. So you go ahead and get your cap bands on and do that part of the X's, and then we will move on to the cuff stitch. Be right back. Okay, so next is going to be the cuff stitch. Let me see if I, no, that's as much as I'm going to get to zoom in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on this 2nd pin, and we're going to swap to the 3rd, okay? So you want to go in, and where my zebra band is that goes across, I'm going to bring it over to the 3rd, like so, okay? Then I'm going to go into the 3rd and grab the other side, so not the top side, but the underside of this zebra band, and bring it up through and back over. Okay, and that is called a cuff stitch. Right, okay, so we're going to go in again, 2nd to 3rd, reach in, grab the other side, pull through, and bring over. Okay, and once again, we're going to go in 2nd, bring over, go across, go in, pull through, and back to the 2nd, okay? So that's all you need to do. Let me just do one more, make sure it was definitely on screen there for you. So go to the 2nd to the 3rd, reach in, grab, pull through, back to the 2nd, okay? So go ahead and do that all the way to the end, and then we'll move on to the zigzag sequence. Be right back. Alright then, so it's now time to do the zigzags, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the first pin, going into that cap band. I'm going to pull them all back, it's a little bit on the tight side, scoop that zigzag, and instead of going back to itself, what we're going to do is we're going to go forward like that, okay? Then we're going to jump over to the second pin. We're going to go in and grab that band and bring that one back to itself like that, okay? Then we're going to go back into the first pin. We're going to go and grab that band, and instead of bringing it back to itself, we're going to bring it forward. And we're going to jump to the second pin, go in and bring it back, okay? So it's going to be first pin, forward, second pin, back to itself. So they're always going to the first pin though, okay? One more. We're going to be going forward one, second pin bar, we're going to go to the first pin bar like that, okay? Take that all the way to the end, and we're going to come to this side and we're going to do the same thing but the opposite mirror image. So we're going to go into that cap band, we're going to grab that fourth pin bar, we're going to go forward. Then we're going to go to the third pin bar and go diagonally up and out. Then we're going to go in, grab that first pin, go forwards, and then we're going to grab the band that goes diagonally outwards, so from the third to the fourth. I'll do it one more time with you, and then we're going to go the band that goes diagonally inwards, we're going to take that one from the fourth pin up one, and the band that goes diagonally outwards, up and out, we're going to take that back to itself, okay? So go ahead and do that, and then all we have to do is sew the border, and fingers crossed we'll have ourselves a beautiful bracelet. Be right back. So this is what the loom should be looking like at the moment. Next, all we have to do, and final, all we have to do is loom the border back, and it is going to be simply looming it back to itself. So what we're going to do is go into the second pin, grab that band and bring it back to itself. Then we've got to remember to go into the cap band, pull all those bands back and grab that forward band and bring it back to itself, pushing all those bands back until you grab. So you don't want to go in this bit here, you want to push all of them back like that and bring it over the top of all the bands like so. Right, I'm going to stay on with you just in case you're fairly new at bracelets, and I'm going to take you through taking it off as well. As I always suggest with any of the bracelets is not to just yank them off, but I mean it's completely up to you. I think this design could hack it, but I don't want to be the one that tells you to yank it off and then you snap your bands and then, yeah, let's just not go there. Da, 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 da. So I'm not very fast looming at the moment. I've got quite a bad shoulder, to be honest. Not quite sure what I've done to it. Okay. As looming's concerned, I will keep going. Right, okay. So we've done that side, and we're just going to repeat this side here. So if I go off camera, I do apologise. I'm just going to try and bring it slightly closer to me so it's easier. Because where I film, I have to push the loom away from my body, which makes it a slower process. So all the descriptions of the designer, Angela.friend.1806, will be in the description box below, along with my details as well. So So if you want to check that out, that would be great, and I'm sure she would love a follow up. Also, if you could hashtag it at hashtag, so it's going to be hashtag Kelsey Bracelet, and details again will be in the description box below. She would love to see your renditions, as would I, as always. And I'm hoping, as it's a 4-pin bar design, we're going to see a lot more of those. Right, okay. So now we've got to the end. What we're going to do is we're going to slide into that second pin, and we're going to go all the way to get that band that comes across like so. Now you can either keep it on your hook or pinch it like I do, and go in and grab the third. Okay, just like that. Then if you're prepared, unlike me, you'll put a C-clip on there. Let me just rummage through a bag. There you go. I've got one on my desk. I always remember my supplies, but I never remember a C-clip. So, oh dear. Right, so I'm just going to get the hook out so it's easier. Pinch them together, don't let go. Hooked one, hooked two, there you go. Obviously if you wanted to make it thicker you could apply a second band. But once I'm happy with the bracelet, what I do is I take this all out and I put a split ring in and a magnetic clasp. So C-clips are perfect for my little temporary hold there. Right, okay, so what you want to do is you want to release that cap band in the centre first, and then the first and fourth one there. And then you just want to slowly take them off. Now normally what I do is I take the first pin bar and the last pin bar off. Now it seems a little bit silly seeing there's only 4 pin bars here. I'm gonna just could you get away? Oh, I see. I don't like tugging. I don't like tugging. I'll tell you why it is. It's because when I first started looming about 2 years ago now, I loomed and I was doing a bracelet and I tugged it off like the tutorialist told me to, and I can't remember who it was now, and it broke 3 bands, and if it wasn't for those bands I would have had my first bracelet and I was absolutely devastated. And I think that's completely scarred me now from ever pulling designs off the loom, unless I'm 100% confident that they're really, really loose. So I'm just going to take this off. I'm not going to sort the bands out on camera, that'd be silly and it'd be a waste of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the finishing results once this comes off my loom, show you that it didn't fall apart, so it's all stitched up lovely. And then what I'll do is I'll jump off camera, I will get it all sorted through, and then I will post a picture on my Instagram account, which the details are below in the description box. My business Instagram account, again, description is below in the description box. They're all details are in the description box, so let's just save time here. Also Facebook, and there will be a feed on Rainbow Loom as well, just to let you know that the tutorial's out with the picture. Right, okay, so this is what it looks like. Now you can't see these middle bits very well with the white. Perhaps if I just pull them out a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Just need to pull them, but don't want to pull it that way because then you shrink them again. Okay, well my camera is about to die on me, so I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, this is the Kelsey bracelet. It was designed by Angela.friend.1806. Please do see the descriptions below, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all your renditions. So from the UK, all that's left to say is bye.